Student friends, in last week we studied the need of telephone exchange in the telephone communication. We are well aware that telephone communication is not possible without the telephone exchange. And if we try to do that without telephone exchange, it becomes much complicated. And that's why the telephone exchange will play the very vital role in the entire telephone communication system. Friends, today we are going to study the electronic telephone exchange. Electronic telephone exchange is modern telephone exchange that works with integrated circuit development aspect. In further development technique, it works with digital technology in connecting two subscriber with each other, keeping them in contact till completion of the call, generating the ring and ringback tone, giving the dial tone. All these aspects are to be done by the electronic telephone exchange by using the modern aspects which are developed at present. So that's why we are going to study the same. The role of electronic telephone exchange is used to perform the many functions, especially whatever the local telephone exchanges are there, they provides two-wire connection to the subscriber, which I already studied in local loop. This means that a subscriber is connected with the local telephone exchange by using two-wire network. Telephone exchange converts a two-wire network into four-wire net for the trunk route. Basically, there are two types of the communication which will take place by using the telephone exchanges. One is at the local level only through the local loop, and another is at the trunk level via trunk route. Trunk route means when we are speaking with other subscriber who is far away from us. Suppose we are living in Aklus. When we speak to the person who is out of the Aklus, so that is called as trunk route. If you are speaking with the subscriber within the telephone exchange area where it lies, it is known as the local loop. In local loop, no conversion is necessary, but whenever the calls are transferred over the trunk route, two-wire network will be converted into four-wire for trunk route. And this is because trunk route has a very high length. Distance between two subscribers is much more, and that's why the conversion of two-wire network into four-wire network is needed, and it is done by means of an electronic telephone exchange. Also, on the trunk route of the call when traveling, in between, the repeater amplifiers have to be used to increase the strength of the voice with which we want to communicate. And that's why in between the trunk line, the repeater amplifiers have been used. The basic requirement of subscriber line interface with local exchange must be a battery feed, over voltage protection, ringing, supervision, coding, hybridization, and testing the entire communication system. So these are the basic subscriber line interface available at electronic telephone exchange. Basic requirements are battery feed, over voltage protection, ringing, supervision, coding, hybrid, and testing. Let us see meaning of battery feed. Battery feed includes the DC voltage to the telephone and allows signaling to and from the telephone set, and also it provides low DC resistance with high AC impedance. Maybe it is a central battery exchange, or maybe it is a local battery exchange, or maybe it is presently electronic telephone exchange. It must and should includes the DC voltage or DC path must be established to connect one subscriber with the other subscriber through the telephone exchange, and that's why the battery feed concept is used in the electronic telephone exchange. Its role is the DC voltage that includes to be provided for the telephone handset. It allows signals to and from the telephone set. It provides low DC resistance with high AC impedance. When all these things are not managed, proper voice communication, it is not possible, and that's why it is needed in the electronic telephone exchange. Second one is over voltage protection. The electronic instruments which are used in the electronic telephone exchanges, they are to be safeguarded against the high voltage transition that takes place. Depends upon various functions, various operations are to be done in the telephone exchange for the subscriber with the help of the telephone handset. Means we are well aware with the process which is to be done to complete the telephone communication, and that is you have to lift the cradle switch, you have to give the dial tone, you have to listen the dial tone, you have to dial the number, you have to start speaking with each other, you have to complete the intercommunication process. During all these steps, different equipments in the telephone exchanges are coming in the path of even local loop or to the trunk route. There is a change in voltages that takes place because when you are dialing the number, high voltage pulses are passed through the telephone line. Then you have to, telephone exchange wants to protect all those telephone electronic equipment against such a high voltage. So that's why over voltage protection is being used. It also makes use of a ringing facility. The local exchange has to produce a ringing signal for the subscriber when the call is coming. Means when you lift the handset, telephone exchange recognizes that someone wants to call. When the number is dialed, by providing dial tone to the calling subscriber in the electronic telephone exchange, the ringtone is going to be generated for the subscriber to whom someone wants to call and ring back tone to the calling subscriber. So this is called as the ringing facility is available with the electronic telephone exchange. Friends, not only this, electronic telephone exchange provides the supervision of entire communication system till lifting the handset and completion of the call. So that process is known as supervision, which is done by means of an electronic telephone exchange. Under the supervision, when subscriber lifts the handset, dials the number, call in progress, these conditions are detected by the exchange. Almost all the conditions which described just now, that is lifting of the handset, cradle, dialing the number, continuing with the call, all these are done externally by means of a handset by the subscriber who is away from the electronic telephone exchange. Even though that is true, but all these conditions are monitored by the electronic telephone exchange. This is done especially by supervising the presence or absence of the current in the loop. Means what kind of the current that passes through the loop, that will make aware the telephone exchange to understand the steps performing by means of an subscriber externally with his handset. This requires exchange must be discriminate accurately between off-hook current that results due to noise and leakage, etc. Means exact current of off-hook condition and on-hook conditions are to be judged by the electronic telephone exchange, which is totally different from the noise and leakage current if it is produced within all these processes. It must detect the current pulses when the dialing is in progress. Means all these steps being performed externally by the telephone handset must be undergo supervised by the electronic telephone exchange. So next one is coding. In modern electronic telephone exchange, voice signals are encoded into digital form by the electronic telephone exchange before sending them to the trunk route. And again, those are going to be decoded into the voice signal at the received telephone exchange. And that's why for encoding and decoding the voice signal, the coding circuitries are necessary, and those are used again in the telephone exchange. That is known as the aspect of coding necessarily being used in the electronic telephone exchange. Friends, in modern telephone network, voice signals are encoded in the digital form before sending them onto the trunk line route. The digital signal are decoded and voice signal is recovered at the receiving end. The exchange has to include encoder for encoding outgoing signal and decoder to decode the incoming signal. And that is done by using the coding circuitry in the electronic telephone exchange. Next one is the hybrid circuit. Local exchange provides two-wire connection to the subscriber. For trunk route, amplification is required in each direction. To do this, hybrid circuit is used to convert two-wire circuit into four-wire and also the vice versa. During this conversion, impedance matching plays the very vital role, and that is also managed by the hybrid circuit being used in the electronic telephone exchange. Next one is the fault detection. Fault detection on the trunk route or on the local loop or within the exchange is being done by means of the electronic telephone exchange. Means testing is to be done. That means that it is necessary to detect the faults and provide maintenance to local loop and switching equipments. So that's why time to time testing is being done so that smooth electronic telephone communication is taking place, and with the help of that unbreakable continuous telephone link must be established either for local communication or even for trunk communication. Friends, the subscriber line interface circuit slice is used to perform all these tasks in the exchange. Means the battery feed, the ringing, over voltage protection, supervision, coding, matching impedance, testing, all these functions are being done by using subscriber line interface circuit in the telephone exchange. If telephone call meant for subscriber served by the different telephone exchanges, local exchange must transfer this call to the trunk circuit by using trunk side interface circuit. Means for local slice is used, for trunk side TSIC circuits are being used for trunk side. Friends, nowadays a digital transmission is being used in the telephone exchange, and this particular digital transmission has got many advantages like low cost of the circuitry being established in the electronic telephone exchange, easy multiplexing, means at a time many calls are going to be handled. Next, easy channel supervision. By using digital electronics technology, supervision becomes very easy. Better performance under noisy condition. Even though climatic conditions are different, atmospheric conditions are different, it is going to provide better service performance under noisy condition. Crosstalk problems are reduced. Crosstalk problem means when we are speaking with a particular person, unwanted sound of the person to be listened by the calling subscriber. It is called as a crosstalk. Means we are connected with cross connections with each other. Such a problems are reduced nowadays in the digital transmission. Signal mixing problem is also reduced. The telephone exchange that performs all these functions and provides the smooth, continuous voice communication between the two subscribers till the completion of the call. That means continuous unbreakable link must be established with the help of the electronic telephone exchange. In addition to this, the electronic telephone exchange also provides the VPN connections, the STD, ISD, ISDN, internet services, fax, EPBX system. All these aspects are nowadays it is possible to provide for the subscribers only because of the electronic telephone exchange. Friends, that's all about the meaning of electronic telephone exchange and how it works in short and how it is more popular presently used in the voice communication system. Today we'll stop here only. Next time we'll go for the next aspect of the telephone communication.